for one to understand, you have to be open-minded and actually putting it into your examples, real life situations, and trying to see it practically. Then one can understand it easily. If one comes to one side and think, no, this guy is trying to show off, this guy is lying, I don't think this is true, then the other person finds it difficult to understand. So that is those are the 5 hindrances. So these 5 hindrances should be inactive at the time of understanding Dhamma or listening to Dhamma. So one thing the noble person can do, whoever's explaining Dhamma can do, is he can inactive these 5 hindrances with the aura and with his Arya Maitreya, the noble loving and kindness. He spreads the loving and kindness. He can inactive these to a certain level. So because his objective is to make the other person understand, or make the other people understand the Dhamma. So he will spread loving and kindness. May everyone understand this. So with the power, they just gets inactive to a certain level, but the person himself has to put some effort to get this inactive as well, right? So what one needs to understand when one is listening to Dhamma is aswada, how it's created. Asada, you know about asada, how people are trying to go behind the 6 senses and trying to achieve asada, or gratification or pleasure from trying to fulfill the 6 senses. So that process one needs to understand, and one needs to understand that trying to fulfill does not fulfill. It's a waste, a useless process. One needs to understand that. So how one understands is when they compare and contrast, they put it into real life situations. What did I try to achieve by doing this? How many movies have I watched? How many restaurants have I tasted? Have I gone to taste? Kind of thing. So you just put real life situations into your life and then see if it works, and then have I fulfilled. So this, when one understands it, then you understand anicca dukkha anatta, that it is not fulfilling. Then what is the point of trying to fulfill, going in this samsara, is what you understand, right? So this is the understanding that one needs to get. There are also Satara Sotapatti Anga, which I would like to explain at the same time. Satara Sotapatti Anga is one needs to have these 4 factors in order to understand Dhamma. The Satara Sotapatti Anga is explained in Sangyutta Nikaya 5.2, page 147, Dutiya Sariputta Sutra. In that, Tathagatan Vahanse is asking Sariputta, Sotapatti Anga. What does Sotapatti Anga mean? What are the Sotapatti Anga? Then Sariputta Vahanse replies, the first one is Kalyana Mitra Sevana. Then Saddharma Shravane. Second one, Saddharma Shravane. Yoniso Manasikare. Dharmanudharma Pratipadava. Those are the 4 factors that need to fulfill in order for one to become Sotapanna. The first one is Kalyana Mitra Sevane. Kalyana Mitra. It sounds like a very good friend. It is a very good friend. It is the best friend, actually, in terms of transcendental meaning. And that friend should be a noble person. Only a noble person can explain Dhamma to another person and make the other person Sotapanna. a person who's not Sotapanna can't make another person Sotapanna. So can't explain the Dhamma, because one can only explain what that person comprehended. You can't explain something that you don't know and make another person understand. So that person has to be a noble person. That is the first one. Second one is Saddharma Shravanaya. One should be listening to Dhamma. Again, it says in the Samyutta Nikaya 5.2, 147 page, Dutiya Sariputta Sutra, it says Saddharma Shravanaya is something that one must do in order to become Sotapanna. Then third one is Yoniso Manasikara. Yoniso Manasikara is putting this into your real life situations, the Dhamma into your real life situations, and trying to understand, having the focus as well, right? And Dharmanudharma Pratipadaava. Dharmanudharma Pratipadaava is at the time that person has to be in a Vinivarana Mohota, where there is no Pancha Nivarna active at the time. So when you have these four, one can become Sotapanna. So that is something that you need to know.